If you've ever picked up a random toothbrush,
It's even still minty too.
squirted on some dish soap, and scrubbed away at your watch bracelet thinking you were doing the right thing, you weren't. In fact, there's a good chance you've been slowly damaging your bracelet every single time you cleaned it. In the next couple of minutes, I'm going to show you 3 mistakes that almost every watch owner makes when washing their metal bracelet, and exactly what to do instead. The third mistake is one that surprises people the most, and it has nothing to do with the tools or the soap that you use. Mistake number 1, the toothbrush. I know, it's what everybody uses. It feels like the right tool. It's got bristles, it can get into gaps, it feels like it's doing something. But a standard toothbrush does 2 things wrong. First, the bristles trap debris. You're not just cleaning the bracelet, you're dragging the same grit back and forth across the links with every stroke. Second, and this one matters more if you have a 2-tone bracelet or any polished center links, those bristles will scratch them. Not immediately, but gradually. Over dozens of cleans, you'll notice the polish starting to look hazy and you won't know why. What you want instead is a dedicated watch cleaning brush, or a soft bristled brush. A baby's toothbrush works perfectly. You also want a microfiber cloth, not paper towel. Paper towels feel soft, but they're abrasive at a microscopic level. They will dull a brushed finish over time. If you're trying to get into the gaps between links, use a wooden toothpick. Nothing metal. Nothing metal ever. Metal will scratch. Wood will never scratch. Mistake number 2, what you're cleaning with. Jewelry cleaner. This one feels like an obvious choice. It says jewelry right on the label. The problem is most jewelry cleaners contain ammonia or other solvents. Those solvents attack the gaskets inside your watch over time. Your crown gasket, your caseback gasket, the things that make your watch water resistant. They're made of rubber or synthetic materials that degrade when they come into contact with harsh chemicals repeatedly. You won't notice it immediately, but your water resistance will quietly disappear. Toothpaste. People use this thinking the mild abrasive will help shift the grime. It will, and it will shift a layer of your finish with it. Toothpaste is far too abrasive for watch metal. Full stop. Here's what you actually need. 1 drop of pH neutral dish soap. Warm water, that's it. pH neutral means it's gentle enough not to attack your gaskets, effective enough to cut through the skin oils and grime, and it rinses clean without leaving residue. Alright, mistake 3. And this is the one I promised you. Before any water touches your watch, check your crown. If it's a screw-down crown, screw it in fully. If it's a push-pull crown, make sure it's fully pushed in. Most people know this in theory and forget it in practice. If water gets in through the crown stem while you're cleaning, that's not a cleaning problem anymore, that's a service problem. When you brush, go with the grain of the links, not across it. Brushing across the grain on a brushed finish creates a crisscross hatch pattern that permanently dulls the surface. Brush along the direction the links were finished, always. And here it is. This is what most people completely miss. The underside of your clasp. Flip your bracelet over and look at this area right here. The inside of the clasp mechanism, the folding parts, the underside of the deployment buckle if you have one. This is the grimiest part of any bracelet. Skin oils, dead skin cells, sweat, it collects in here every single day, and almost nobody cleans it because they never flip the bracelet over. 3 mistakes, wrong tools, wrong products, wrong method. Fix all 3 and your bracelet will be looking better and lasting longer, and you'll stop wondering why it keeps looking dull after you clean it.